so we were talking about the fourth balance point at the knees, and earlier we talked about off balancing by moving the knee forward to bring their body forward. If we want to off balance to the rear, we lock the knee, pushing it backward, and so that'll off balance. We're going to work some more on that with the weapons and with the empty hand. But our final balance point is the feet, and the balance points, our top and bottom points, are connected to our center point here, the sternum. So we have to keep in mind that this is our bisecting point. Earlier, to move forward and back, we bisected the body at this point, this way, right? Now we're going to bisect dead center, right down between the eyes, all the way down. So if he moves his right foot forward, then his power stance is forward. So if I'm going to manipulate his balance point at the feet, I have to off balance him by attacking the side that's not the power point, which is the forward position. So right now, both of his feet are kind of pointed forward pretty much. So we can off balance back by pushing it as a forward. Okay? And same thing, if we want to off balance him forward, it's just like we talked about earlier with this point. So if I push here to off balance him back with this foot forward, to off balance him forward here, I have to do it from this position. Does that make sense? So we're bisecting the body again at the xiphoid process, only now to manipulate the power point, we go the opposite. So whichever foot is forward, from the front, that's the side we attack. From the rear, we attack the same side instead of the opposite side to move the body. Now, if he's standing this direction, and you'll see this stance a lot in different styles, then we know that his balance is intersecting where the heels point. So to off balance him to the rear, we have to attack this point going toward that angle where the heels are pointing. To off balance him forward, we have to do the dead opposite here and strike that point from behind to manipulate the balance point of the feet. So all of that is done by just breaking the balance based on the direction of the feet. So if both feet are pointing forward, whichever foot is the front is the power leg. That's where his balance is more centered. So to break his balance, we have to attack from the front, the opposite side, from behind, the same side. If the feet are pointed opposite directions, we break balance at the center point at the front, going toward where the heels connect in the angles. And from behind, we do it dead center, pushing back, off balancing them forward over their feet. Does everyone understand? Hoorah!
Hoorah.
Hoorah! All right, thanks again. So just take 2 minutes to work those points a couple of times.
Okay? Thank you. So the next technique we're going to do, we're going to attack a couple of the points of balance again, rather, and not just one. We're going to use a combination. So he's going to punch again. First, I'm hitting this point of balance. It generally cause a tensing up to happen. When that happens, now I'm going across, and I'm actually moving his eyes across the x-axis of the body. Here. At this point, roll it around and bring it right into the choke. Okay, there are many options from there. The choke is probably the easiest to get at this point. Here, hitting the point, raking the side of the face to turn the eyes toward the shoulder. So I'm affecting this point of balance. Roll. When I do this, again, what move can I predict? He's going to turn his head back where he can see me, right? So, as soon as I come here, back it comes right into the position that I need it to be in for the choke. So I can't predict his first move, but after I strike the jaw and move the head, I can predict what he will do after that to some extent. So none of this is foolproof, but at least we have some knowledge that we didn't have before when we could predict nothing. Okay? Thank you, sir.
Okay, Dave. Okay, everybody, so as we seen a few minutes ago, we were working lever bars against the head, correct? I mean, a lot of us are not used to that. I mean, the first time I started using lever bars against the head, I was like, I'm used to using lever bars against the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, sometimes on the knees, ankle locks. I was never used to using the neck. You can see that as you were getting disorientated, how easy that would be to fall wrong too, because when you're disorientated, it's not as easy to pick up where you're supposed to be going down. So when you teach this to somebody else, you're working with somebody else, make sure you go slow and easy, okay? Slow is smooth, and smooth becomes fast. Now the nerves that we talked about a few minutes ago, the zygomatic nerve, the buccal nerve, and the tibial nerve, is what we came up in through here with. One of the nerves that we struck in the middle of that I failed to explain was the brachial plexus origin. And that was with that strike coming across right here. It looks like I was hitting him in the chin, but I was actually striking the side of his neck and then pulling him back straight. When we turn him around right here, we'll put our fist right in the bottom of the spinal column, forming a wedge, and it actually becomes a lever bar or fulcrum over the spine, which allows me to drop him. Which means, if we talked about earlier, we talked about moving this chakra, correct? And then we talked about solar plexus chakra. I've got both of them. It's just a bonus because they're both being pried backwards. On the next technique we're going to do, we're going to work nerves again, but we're going to work a different nerve. Nerves we're going to work around now is there's 4 of them. One here, and then 2 on the back sides of the elbow. Okay, so on the back sides of the elbow here. All these nerves are not always felt. They do have a response, though, mechanism when you touch it. And that's what we're looking for. Now, so what we're going to work out next, and maybe something different, I don't know how many people have ever done judo. We're going to be working out in this position here. One hand on the shoulder, one on the elbow. Now his hand on my shoulder, and my hand on his elbow. Okay, so we're push and pull here. As Dave pushes against me, I'm going to drop that elbow there. Okay, so we're working right across that solar plexus right there. Watch. I'm grabbing the nerve at the same time. Is what I'm doing. I'm squeezing it with my thumb to make sure I get double. I want a lever bar and I want nerve activation. I want both. I don't want one or the other because I don't know. This guy may have the pain tolerance of a grizzly bear, but lever will still work against it. or he may be super sensitive and be what they call country boy strong and have the strongest tendons in the world, but his nerves may be sensitive. So I want to have a 50-50 chance one way or the other. So as he starts to push on me, and we're in this wrestling position, I'm just going to rotate this here. Where's his head going, everybody? Right back where I want it. Right back into my center, where I'm strongest, where I can start manipulating and moving stuff, okay? Once we get him here, this is called the hypoglossal nerve. It's right underneath both sides of the chin. All I want you to do is help your partner stand up with it. Don't be super mean, okay? Just help him. Yeah, I know it hurts. Okay? Just help him stand up, because when you learn what these nerves are, you learn how to control them. Once again, we're in the wrestling position, or judo's first position. He starts to push on me. I'm going across this way, turning him, getting down backwards. Standing up. So there, I was working what? Working the elbow control, correct? Bringing it across the solar plexus. That's all I did was pull it across the solar plexus, which turned his back to me. And then after that, I decided what was I going to manipulate, that third eye, and drag him up by his head. Does that make sense to everybody? And that's called control, because sometimes you might get in a fight with somebody, and it may not be somebody that you just want to beat up for some reason. It may be somebody like your cousin or somebody else that's just gotten out of hand, and I want to get them back up and control them and not hurt them. These nerves are designed to control, not hurt people. They have a temporary reaction response to somebody, but it's enough to get their attention. Hey, look, I don't need to mess with you anymore. And in law enforcement, we use these a lot because we want to use the most effective techniques, but with the least amount of damage. I'm not saying any of these techniques couldn't cause damage. Dave comes in here, and I decide I'm going to bring him this way right here, and I really torque back on that neck as I bring him down. There's already could have been some damage there, right? What if I drop an elbow right here right now? Turn the head and turn my waist, and what happens? I instantly become a chiropractor, right? Okay? Thank you.
LegacyBelts.com is making legends one belt at a time. This is the company that makes world championship title belts for boxing, wrestling, martial arts, and other special events. Feature films such as I Spy starring Eddie Murphy and Owen Wilson, and Ali starring Will Smith have featured title belts made by Legacy Belts. For more information, check out LegacyBelts.com.
LegacyBelts.com, making legends one belt at a time.
Mom, I don't want to go to school. Everybody keeps teasing and picking on me. It's not funny. Why?
What kind of business you trying to run around here?
What have you gotten us into?
They took you, brother.
Who? What do you mean they took him? I swear to God, if they hurt him, I'm coming for you. Where's my brother? Give me the bag. What, you want some too?
Taekwondo training, fellowship, and spirit. The U.S. National Taekwondo Association is your link to the traditional Taekwondo of Korea. We offer both national and world certifications. Our mission is to provide a fraternal organization for the promotion and preservation of Taekwondo as a martial art. We strive to service all needs of the traditional stylist from the highest level grandmaster to the beginner student. Enjoy the many benefits we offer. Grade and black belt certifications, instructor and master instructor courses, tournament insurance, success seminars, state, national, and international competitions, business support, martial arts supplies, monthly e-newsletter, and private training tours of Korea. Not only do we teach the best techniques, but Korean philosophy as well. We develop the complete mind, body, and spirit philosophy. Visit www.usnta.net to join today.